Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, chapter 18, verse 76. In the last verse, Sanjaya said to King Dhritarashtra, I heard this profound yoga from Yogeshwara himself, Bhagavan Krishna, because of the grace of Vyasa. He tacitly informed the blind king that Bhagavan is on the side of Pandavas. So the destruction of Kauravas is inevitable if the war happens. He wants King Dhritarashtra to exercise his power and stop the war. Verse 76. Rajan samsmritya samsmritya samvadamimam adbhutam keshavarjunayoh punyam rishyami cha mugurmugugu. In this verse, Sanjaya addresses Dhritarashtra as king. O king, Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, the repetition of the word samsmritya samsmritya, that is remembering again and again the verses of Gita, the dialogue between Bhagavan, Krishna and Arjuna, he rejoices. What kind of dialogue it is? It destroys all the powers, the cause for bondage, and gives moksha. It is therefore punya. Keshava Arjunayoh punyam. It destroys all the powers and gives moksha. That is why it is punya. Dwelling upon the words of Bhagavan Krishna, he says, I rejoice again and again. Krishyami mugugu mugugu. Twice he says. Samsmritya samsmritya. Thinking about it again and again and again. What happens? Your heart is filled with joy, inexplicable joy. That is what he says. He experiences that. Swami Chinmayananda says, here we have a clear statement of Sanjaya's reactions to Bhagavan's song. He says, this discourse between Bhagavan Krishna and Arjuna, between the perfect and imperfect, between God and man, between the higher and the lower, is at once wonderful and holy. The vision and impression created in his heart by the philosophy that was heard was so deep and striking. Sanjaya admits how irresistibly the memory of those words rise up again and again in his heart, giving him the thrill and the joy. Swami Chinmayananda says, indirectly, Vyasa is prescribing the method of study of Gita, being the handbook of instructions of heart of living. It has to be read again and again, repeatedly, reflected upon, and continuously remembered. Repeatedly reflected upon, until the inner man in us is completely re-educated in the Gita way of life. Because it is for me. Again, I am going to repeat this sentence. Gita has to be read again and again, repeatedly reflected upon, and continuously remembered, until the inner man in us is completely re-educated in the Gita way of life. The reward for that study is also pointed out. Heart will be filled with joy, happiness. One rejoices when one comes to recognize a definite purpose in the otherwise purposeless pilgrimage of man from womb to tomb. That is called life. What we are leading life? Stupid life we are leading. Stupid life. I am sorry to say. Early in the morning it should not be said, but it has to be said. We are born, we eat and we grow. and we lead a life. Whatever comes to our mind, we are leading. And then one day we die and go off. What have you achieved in your life? Money. What is the use? Property. What is the use? Maybe you are a king. That is why he is addressing, hey Rajan, how long you are going to be a king? In another few days, you will be removed from your throne. Dharmaputra will be the king. So, what is this stupid life? Purposelessly living. You don't have any purpose, any aim, any goal. From whom to whom? Every day we are getting up, we are spending something. Somehow the time passes. Whether you do good thing or bad thing, if you don't do anything also, life goes on. But study of Gita gives you a purpose of life. It not only gives a purpose to our everyday existence, but also a positive message of hope and cheer to the world. The Gita picks us up from the bylanes of life and enthrones us as a sovereign power that rules, commands and orders our own life with it. In your search, you find that you are nothing but Brahma, Tattvamasi. Thus, the study of Gita is an infinite fountainhead of inspiration and joy. It provides our mind with a systematic scheme of re education whereby it can discover a secret power in itself to tackle intelligently the chaotic happenings around us, which constitute our world of challenges. The Gita educated man learns to recognize a rhythm, to see a beauty, and to hear a melody in the ordinary day to day life. A life which was till then but a mad death dance of appearances and disappearances of things and beings. So what is happening every day? Someone dies, someone is born. Something with us today you buy a house, tomorrow you sell the house. Today you buy a car, tomorrow it goes off. What is it? It's a dance of death of appearances, of things and beings. Every day this is happening. So one time you are happy, one time you are unhappy. But if you read Gita, if you get educated, if you live the life, then you recognize a rhythm, the beauty of life. You don't fret and fume, always with a sad face, go in the world. The joy in the heart will come out in your face, the happiness. By reading Bhagavad Gita, you know the purpose of life, the goal of life. In this verse, Sanjaya says, hey Rajan, I recall again and again this wonderful dialogue between Bhagavan Krishna and Arjuna. The more I hear, I get thrilled with joy again and again. It is not only for Sanjaya, it is for everybody who reads it. That is what Swami Chinmayananda says. That needs to be experienced, that cannot be explained. Sanjaya's mind is fully occupied by Gita verses. Verse 76 again. Rajan samsmritya samvadamimam adbhutam keshavarjunayoh punyam hrishyami cha mugurmugugu. Next verse we will see tomorrow. Harihom Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Narayan 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 Narayan